Good morning. Well, it's about 71 degrees outside. I'm trying to hold this up more so you don't get the old nose hair view. And I've got to take the time to find that selfie stick I got somewhere to see if that'll help. So, it's about 8:45 in the morning. A nice 71 degrees already. Nice little breeze here in Central Florida. Hi, my name's Dave, and just want to take you with me on my morning walk here as I go through my journey of leaving a pity party behind that I was in for almost 5 years. So today I wanted to talk about how maybe it's like I can give you 5 points on how not to die inside after you're retired, and that's being like if you retire early or if you are forced into retirement like myself, or if you just reach the age where you're 62, 65, whatever, and you decide to retire. Now, after the first year, a lot of people feel like they either run out of money, they didn't plan well enough, and things like that, or they just become so bored that they don't know what to do and they want to go back to work or something. Or if you're in my case and you were forced into retirement because of an accident and you're not able to go back to work and you don't know what to do. Because the first year for me, I had the hopes of getting better and going back to work. And then that reality kind of sat in. So that didn't really work out. And so I had to deal with that. And I can't say that I dealt with it the best way possible. I went into depression. I started gaining weight, a lot of weight. So I went from like 190 to 250 something pounds, and I became like a shut-in. So here I'd like to tell you my story on maybe 5 things that I did that might be able to help you so that you also don't die inside. So let's start with the first one that I found, and that was to increase my knowledge or my education, and then so I knew that since I was being forced into retirement, I only had my pension that we had to live off of, and it's not a lot. It's, well, depending on where you are in the world. That's why we were thinking of slow traveling, because that money will go a lot further than here in the States. Now, so the first thing I would say that you should do is to start learning maybe new skill sets, and I talked about this before, and learning new things and learning a new language. Got the wind in my beard. So I read it was last year, so it took me a few years to get out of this thing and make the changes. So I started listening to books that I saw a challenge. I like challenges. I'm starting to see that. So I saw a challenge where you read 52 books in a year, so that's one book a week. Now, I listened to 52 books with Audible, or you can use any audio reading book, thing that you can have. You can go to the library and get it for free. I should have done that too. I would have saved some money. So, increase your knowledge. Like I did a lot of finance books. I learned how to, the differences between index funds and mutual funds and ETFs and things like that, and dividend stocks and regular stocks, growth stocks, things like that, so that I can plan on that. And then I figured out I didn't even know what a IRA was. And now that I'm over 55, I can put in $8,000 a year. So I'm maxing that out. Last year was the first year I did that. So, I'm learning. I got that learning curve, and it's kind of late in life. So if you can learn these things earlier and start doing them, the better. Ooh, love that light. Getting that vitamin D. Still a little pink from the other day. So that's one thing, is learn something. Increase your knowledge, whatever you want to do. I'm also learning how to write prompts with AI, using prompting and about AI agents. Now, coding and stuff, I tried to learn that. I can't do that. And the AI stuff, I can get it to make a really cool picture and stuff like that, but I'm not sure how I can turn that into a thing, but it's keeping my mind active. Now, the second thing that you can do is, you can, start looking at where you can save more. And, what happens if I do this? Yeah, I'm going to walk in reverse today. Switch things up a little bit. I got the sun over on this side. I think I got better light. What do you think? Ooh, wow. Flipping my script there. Ooh. Anyway, so is learning how to save and budget. It's very important that you see where your money goes, because I had signed up for things or did free trials and didn't cancel them, and I was paying for services that I didn't use in years. And I think there's a couple of apps out there that will actually, or websites that you can sign up for, that will actually go in and find all of them, these services, and then cancel them for you. I don't know if I trust all that, but they get decent reviews. But check those out if you go that route. But you can look at your statement, your bank statement, every month, and just look at all the charges, and do it the old-fashioned way, and see what's being charged, and then going in there and canceling them. You'll be amazed at how much money Now, I don't subscribe to the Dave Ramsey school and that other woman, Susie something Orman, I forget her name. I don't subscribe to that school where you have to tear up all your credit cards and stop buying lattes or Starbucks coffee and things like that. No, you should be able to do that. Maybe not every day, because who wants to spend $4, $6 on a coffee when you can make it at home? If you like coffee, I do. I make it at home. Now, I'm still getting used to drinking my coffee without sugar. So but I still drink half and half. Organic, because you're surprised at all the crap they're putting in everything nowadays. It's learn how these little changes, they can add up, and to pull a Ramsey's little method there, the snowball, they can snowball up so that you can save some money. But he has some good things that he does, and his way to pay off debts, the avalanche or the snowball method, I think they're called, are pretty good. You got to get your finances, and learn how to save. But at the same time, I guess number 3 would be, pay off your debt. We try not to carry any credit card balances over to the next month. I don't want to pay 20, 25, 29% interest to a credit card company. So, and I'm teaching our daughter the same thing, that if you make a charge and stuff, you've got to have the money to pay it off before the end of the month, so you don't get dinged with that interest rate. And then also, the faster you can pay off your debt, that means you can take what you were paying towards them, those payments, and then you can. Feels weird walking in what I would call not reverse, but in the opposite direction. But it's kind of cool. Anyway, see things a little bit differently as I come around here. So you can take those, what you would have been making, those payments, and increase your saving rate. And that's some of the things that we did. So we averaged between a 30 and 40% saving rate, which I wouldn't have thought was possible on our income. So, and it'll change. I mean, there's times that we're saving for something else, and I'm also, as I mentioned before, we're saving towards and investing towards our slow travel days, and we're investing towards our and putting in our funds for our to be self-insured when we travel. And we're also now saving for our daughter's quinceañera. You know, here in the States we have a Sweet 16, and that's kind of died out, I think. I don't know if people still do that, but in the Latin community, the quinceañera, the like Sweet 15, is very important. So we're going to do that. We won't do that here in the States. We're going to go back down to Mexico, and our family is helping us with parts of it, that's another great thing I love about the Latin community. Families are so much tighter. They still have their drama, but they're so much more tighter than a lot of other families. So you pay off the debt, and then you start increasing your savings rate, and you learn new skills. And then the other thing that you could do is build assets. So you can have more than just one income coming in, one means of money coming in. So with that, and that could be through your investments, your IRA, your ETFs, and things like that. Now, with the ETFs or dividend stocks, which I didn't know this before, is that they can pay out every month, every quarter, semi-annually or annually, right? They pay out a thing, and then while you still can, you just reinvest it. It's called a DRIP, I believe, and it just gets reinvested in there. So that you can then slowly build it up and start using that as income when you're ready to go, when you do need it. If you don't need it, let it keep growing. And then that would be 4. The 5th one, I would have to say, is find your community. Because while I was a shut-in and everything, you know, I didn't talk to my friends. I just watched TV, sat on the couch, and was in my own pity party and stuff. But you need to find your community, a group of friends, good friends, either online or out in the community itself, and find these people that you can talk with, bounce off ideas with. And that goes along with, like, if you're getting ready to retire, find some retirement groups and join them and ask them, you know, what was some of the biggest pitfalls that you did? What would you have liked to do different? And some of the things that you would like, that you've done well. because if they've been retired for a little while, they can help you through all that. Now, some of the things might not fit everything and fit what you're doing, but you can get some motivation, some inspiration, and some basically good ideas, maybe even some bad ideas, but you take it what would work in your instance, and you go from there. I've worn this shirt. I'm gonna finish up. That was 5. I'm gonna end it with this. I've worn this shirt before, and it says, "Emotional support human, do not pet." I get a kick out of that, but it's kind of true. You don't need those naysayers and negative people that are just gonna put you down or give those passive aggressive comments, but you need people that are gonna support you and lift you up and help motivate you. I've got a really cool group that I'm finding here, and you guys have been really motivating me with your comments. I thank you for that, and I like your channels. I go on there, which, oh, by the way, I think at the time of filming this, I'm at 96 subscribers. I'm 4 away from being reaching 100. I think that's the coolest thing. Who would imagine 100 people, almost 100 now, would have subscribed to this channel and like my videos. So I think that's the coolest thing. I am so grateful for you guys, and I'll remember when I hit this 100. That's a landmark for me. It's just cool. Thank you. So today's word was the phrase for the day is like, don't die inside, live, and retirement should be your best years. And if you can retire early, do that, because we all hear the stories where people wait longer and longer to retire, and when they finally do, they die after a year. Now, the title of this video is how I died after my first year inside. And even though I went into depression and stuff, but people do die either within the first year or after that first year of being in retirement, because they give up. They don't have anything to live for, or they think that, or they have health reasons. So if you retire as soon as you can. I said I was forced into retirement because I wasn't ready at like 53, 54. But now that I am, it's like, yeah, you got to do it, because I'm a mess. I want to do the slow traveling, and stuff. So if you could put that down in the comments, that'd be great. And like I've mentioned before, that helps the algorithm. They see all these comments and encouragements and engagements, so they hopefully will push this out to more people. I'll reach that 100 subscriber mark. Feel good. That'll help motivate me to keep making these videos. And I apologize, I'm not like the best orator or a speaker, and then definitely my arm strength isn't there, so I keep showing you my nose hairs. I'm sorry. I'll find that selfie stick thing so I can keep it up like that. Got the chicken coop. I want to have chickens, but my wife doesn't want to let me. She says it's too much work. But side note there. Anyway, I'll close on that today. And I thank you, and God bless. Bye.